Hi folks, so I'm Sophie. I help run the Angel Bakery in Abergavenny. We've been baking here since the end of 2016. The site had actually been a bakery since the 80s. It was run by a family called the Pinches, and they stopped baking here, I think, in the sort of late 90s, and it got mothballed, and then the Griffiths, who run the Angel Hotel over the road, redeveloped the bakery, and we started baking here. What we make is slightly different in style to what has happened here before. So we make long fermented sourdough bread and beer rosary. So the bread that we bake is like this. All of the flour that we source is organic, and we use cultured butters for our croissants and brioches. When we started baking here, we started just retailing. We have a small shop on site, but we realised quite quickly that our production capacity was much more than that. We were wholesaling locally, but also as far as Bristol and Cardiff, mostly because of the density of restaurants in cities obviously means that you can wholesale more easily. So we set up an online shop. To start with, I think we were just selling what we made, and then also sort of stock that we had. So we obviously have pallets of flour, we were bagging it up and sending it out. We have loads of butter, we were selling all of those bits and bobs as well. We started to get in contact with producers that we work with, and started selling what they made or grew as well. And by sort of June, we had a fairly comprehensive grocery store online. As bakers, we're always looking at what we're doing and how we can improve it. We've been working quite closely for a number of years with a farmer up in Bettis, which is about 5 or 6 miles from here. And this year, she's installed a mill onto the farm, and we're hoping that we'll be able to get the majority, if not all, of our wholemeal flour for this year's baking from her. We're also working with Aberystwyth University on a project which has been sort of stop-start along with everything else because of COVID, called the Future Foods Initiative, which is looking at improving local supply chains and also the nutritional benefit of bread and how that changes depending on farming practices, milling practices, and the type of bread that you use in what you're making. I think this summer we're really excited about having more customers come this summer to the shop. So we are just trying to tighten everything up and make it as good as we can for this summer, and then start planning for beyond that, really.